Good evening, students. Can you all hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. All right. So, students, now this is a session specially conducted to give you a small introduction about Scratch. Okay. So, why do we have to learn about Scratch? It's because Scratch is it's a coding language, a programming language, but with a simple visual interface. Right? So this visual interface allows you to create digital stories, games, animations, and so many other interesting stuff. Right? Now, by using Scratch, like you can get your head around what programming is, like what components, building blocks of especially structured programming concepts. But when you get enough idea about and knowledge regarding high-level programming languages, especially with text like C, C++, C#, Java, you need to learn them as you all are going to be software engineers, right? So having knowledge only about a block programming language is not enough, but for you all to start, as a start, this is a very good programming language, a visual programming language. Okay, let's start. First of all, as Dr. Nanin mentioned, this session is specially we are delivering for the students who have not done the Scratch course, worked with Scratch before, right? So I will start from the beginning. That means that how we are going to first create an account, and from that point I'll start. Okay. Then at any time you can interrupt and ask questions. Anyway, there is a recording available in the LMS with a lot of explanation and with a small project as well. Okay. Sahali?
Yes.
Yeah. So the recordings of the earlier session is available. Right. So
I think Dr. Nalin already shared with them.
Okay. So we don't. Yeah. So if you want, like after, first you can stay in this session, and then you may try it on your own, and you can watch that recording as well. Okay.
Yeah, you can find it under the Scratch in the LMS support programs under the topic of Scratch programming. You can find the link, I guess.
Yes. Hali wants to.
Yeah. Is there anybody here who has not accessed the LMS? Anybody? I should have put a poll about that. Can anybody say? I will show it again. If you can see my screen now, right? There is a page called Computer Programming and Information Technology support page in your learning management system. All of you can go to this page and all the details are given. There's a section for Scratch, and the recording of the session we did on the 30th is there. The other videos that get you started are there. There are resources of Scratch in Sinhala and Tamil also. Now somebody has asked another question. We'll look at that in a minute, but all this is here. So I don't know why you are not starting. So please get started now. Okay. Carry on, Rukshma.
Okay, definitely. Right. So the ones who do not have a Scratch account by now, can you all please raise your hands? Do you know how to raise hands? Okay. So you can get the from the reactions. Yeah. So all others, I can see only 3 hands. There is 4. Okay, 5. Right, good. So because I want to know the one, what the ones who do not have a Scratch account yet. So what we are going to do now is, now you have to create the account. Now you can create the account with me.
There is a student saying, I already done my Scratch course if it's necessary to attend this meeting. So that is a big problem for me. I have already told an announcement. This is only for people who have not done the Scratch course or who have not finished the Scratch course. So you must learn to read and understand the announcements. Obviously, you don't have to be if you have done the Scratch course. Right, carry on.
Okay, Dr. Nalin. Right. So I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, around 7 students. Okay, let's start. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Dr. Nalin. Dr. Nalin.
I'm not a co-host. I'm sorry, because I can't put your email address into the Zoom thing. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's wrong. Other people's Ali and all are co-hosts. But when I put your email address in as co-host, it doesn't work.
Okay.
Anyway, here we go. Make co-host, right? Yeah. So you all can run the thing now. Ali is already a co-host.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Nalin. Okay, students. So you can open a browser like this and then type Scratch. And
you have to share, Rukshima.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Can you all see my screen now?
Yeah, by the way, Rukshima, I'll be going away. So you run the session. Okay. And when you stop it, the recording will save here.
Okay, Dr. Nalin. Thank you.
If there's any problem, just call me.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Thank you, Dr. Nalin. Okay, students. So you can see, just type the Google Scratch, and then you will see the scratch.mit.edu. By the way, I think I didn't tell you that Scratch was developed at MIT Labs. And if you have not already, if you do not have a Scratch account, you have to join, right? You can't sign in without joining. So the ones who have not got an account by now, you can click on this Join Scratch. I hope you can see my. Okay, here, Join Scratch. Oops. Here. Okay. Now you can type a username and a password and click on the next button. So the ones who do not have a Scratch account, please create a username which you can remember, right? And a password, right, to enter so that you can join the Scratch community, right? Now you don't have to use your real name, right? This is actually a platform that we can create projects, share ideas, and you can make friends and you can follow others, but it's free. So you don't have to use your real name. You can create, I think they will, after you click on the next button, they'll ask you about your age, and you don't have to give the exact details, but however, you can create your account by entering the details. So I'll give all the students who do not have a Scratch account. I'll give you all 3 minutes. Please enter the details and join the Scratch community. Okay? Are we okay with that, students?
Yes, madam.
When you all are done, the ones who inform that you all do not have a Scratch account, after you all create the Scratch account, please put it on the chat, a message saying done. So I know that you have created the account. Okay. So I'll give you all 3 minutes. Okay, I got one message from Pradeep that signed up for Scratch. What about others? Lasita, Taroshi, okay, Lasita done. Atif, Sashika, Netmini, 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 Irunika. Netmini, you haven't done it, no? Sashika? Vidu, Anakshika. Can others please do it? The ones who have not signed up. Tarushika, you done, no? Vidu, Anakshika. Anakshika, have you done? Okay, Sashika, you have done. Natif. Tarushika done. Netmini, have you done? I didn't get it. Okay. Shall I move to the next session? Next section. Okay, so if everyone has signed up, we can move to the next section. Right, so let me share my screen now. Okay. So you can see the Scratch environment. Now, my username is BSc Teacher 1. Okay, so your profile name, you'll be able to see it on this side, right side of the screen. And then you can create your own Scratch projects by clicking on this button, right? See, creating a project here. This is the place where you can create projects. And you can explore on projects that others have done. I hope you can remember I told you now this is Scratch is like a community-based learning platform. So here, let's say I joined Scratch and I prepared a game or story and then I uploaded it. And someone else want to work on it and modify it and change it. So you can do it with these available projects, right? So let's take this one. So this is a project. Right, let's talk about Sky. So when you, so this is a game. So let's say you want to do some modifications to this already prepared, already created Scratch project, then you need to remix. Or if you want to see it inside, how this program is built, you can click on the see inside. So I leave you here, right? After the session, you can do some mix. You can click on this explore button and see what is available, right? And you can get some ideas. See how to get started. Then some activity guides, how to create a story like video sensing. There's a lot of tutorials, right? Okay. Right now, what I'm going to focus is on how to create a Scratch project. Now, students, I think by now you know the importance of learning a programming language, right? So before now, you know that in first year, you'll have to study a course named Software Engineering Concepts and Programming. So in this course, we will learn about one concept called structured programming concept. Here, we have three components: sequence, selection, repetition, structures. So actually, this sequence, selection, repetition structure, we will learn with a programming language called C. But even in Scratch, you can find it, because Scratch is also a programming language, and why we encourage you all to do this is you will be able to learn these concepts visually by by using these blocks, dragging and dropping components to the development, the project page. Okay, right. So let's start. Are you all following me? Can I get a quick feedback from you? Are you all following what I'm doing? Or you all are also making the project with me? Students? Only one student is here? No, right? Okay, good. Right, so let's get started now. Here, so now in this Scratch, the objects that we use, are known as sprites, right? Sprites can be living things or non-living things. It doesn't matter. So let's say take this cat, right, as the sprite. So this is the object that we are going to work with. So this sprite, so what you have to do is, you have to drag and drop this sprite up. So we have already taken it to the canvas, so we don't have to drag and drop. We can keep it anywhere we want, drag it like this. And let's say we want to change the size of this. So here you can see the size. You can make it smaller, bigger, size like this. Right? And then the direction. So here 90 means actually 90 degrees. So I hope you can remember that we have learned mathematics. That's right. So here, right? Okay. So this cat is actually facing this left side, and we say the direction is 90 because if I see, it's now if we usually take the Cartesian axis, it will be like 0, 90, 180, 270 like that, right? But here can you see, if it's 90, it means this side. So I'll make it 0. See, so it's coming from not in this way, it's like starting from 0 here. 0, 0, 90, 180, 270. That's how the orientation done. Okay. So if it is 90, you will have your sprite or the object in this direction. Then this X and Y. Let's make it smaller. Okay. So now observe this, right? Now I'm actually dragging this cat and placing another place, right? Can you see the X and Y change it. Did you all notice that? Okay, let's say, let's take 0, 0. Now, see, 0, 0 is this middle position of the canvas, right? Then you can change the name of this, right? And we can work with this, right? Now, let's say I want to add more sprites, right, to this canvas or to this project. So I can choose a sprite from here. Now, you can see when you click on that, you get lots of, not a lot, but some sprites which are already been uploaded by the sprite team, the Scratch team, sorry. So if you want to get, just let's say you want to get only images or sprites of images of these sprites, let's say only about food, then you click on food and you'll get these, right? Let's say you want to add an apple, right? So you need to just click on it. Then, as mentioned earlier, you just have to left click on the mouse and drag it, okay? Or you can change the XY direction, enter the values, and you can place it wherever you want. Okay. Then when you take a sprite, sprites have costumes, right? Okay, what it's not like what you have. Like let's take the apple for an example. So get the costume. Okay, they don't have any other costumes. Let me check this. Okay, now if yeah, can you see the difference between these two, this and this? Right, there is a difference, right? So it's the position of the legs, right? Yeah, it's the position of the legs. So the sprite, let me take some, sorry, take another. Well, okay, well, but see, there's another, there are 4 costumes. Wait, so it's the same sprite, but different action. Okay, are we okay with this? Can I please have thumbs up? Only one response. Okay. Right. So now, if you can, I don't know whether you notice, when I add objects or sprites to this canvas, right? You can see in this middle section, top right corner, you'll see this sprite. So if when I click on, let's say, the apple, it will change. If I add another sprite, see? Okay, so this is the place where we are going to code or create all our blocks and program. Okay, so before I do that, I just want to add a backdrop. Now, what is a backdrop? Backdrop is like a background. Okay, let me add a background. So I had Jurassic. Of course, the objects do not match with this, but you can change backdrop. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is just an introduction about the canvas, the coding area, the sprites, and the backdrop. If this section is okay, I want to now move to the next section, which is where we are going to start coding. Okay. The ones who haven't tried Scratch before, this question is for them. Are y'all following me and y'all are okay with what we are doing right now? You also, are you following what I'm doing? Okay, good. Then let me share the screen again. Right, so I'm going to get a new backdrop and I'm going to delete these sprites. I don't want them anymore. I hope you can see them, right? So I'm going to just delete all these sprites and I'm going to add a backdrop. Let me see. Okay. So, all right, I'm going to add a sprite. The dragon. I'm going to make it smaller. See, you can see that I'm changing the costume, right? So this is the dragon, right? And let's make the dragon move. Size is too big, no? Right, now I'm going to code for this. So first, you can see that the left side, we have motion blocks. These are all what you get it in blue color are motion blocks, right? Then we can get looks. Then you get sound. Then events. Control, sensing, operations, variables and my blocks, right? So today we will focus only on few things, right? Let me do that. We'll start with this first one, move 10 steps. So I'll make this one 20 steps, right? Now move 20 steps. Yeah. Right. Okay, I click on this. So this is go. That means, okay, to start the project, you need to click on this flag. Okay, click on it, but nothing is happening. Why is that? Because this we have to write or code it properly. So in order to code it, there should be an event. Now, for this move 10 steps to trigger, there should be an event. So I'm going to go and get an event when the flag is clicked. So I put it here. So that's why we call these block programming languages. These are 2 blocks. I actually connected these blocks. Now when I click on this, just check what will happen to the dragon. Now, did the dragon move? Yes. Okay. 20 steps. Let's make it about 60 steps so that you will see it clearly. So did you all notice that the dragon moved from one place to another? It would be really easy if you can indicate it quickly on the chat. Right, good. Okay, so now that's the first step, right? That you learn, okay? You can just do a small move by when you click on the flag, it moves, okay. Now, okay, let's do like this. Now, let's say after moving 60 steps, I want the dragon to turn. So I'm going to take this block, turn 90 degrees. Okay, let's see what will happen. Okay, so you notice what happened? It first moved 60 steps and turned 90 degrees. Let's take about 120 steps. So when I change this, I don't know whether you noticed that when I change this and press the enter key, the project saved. So you don't have to, like, finally a project, you need to save it, but while you're working with this, after a few minutes, it will be auto saved, but you have to have a, when you want to get a copy of this, save it, right? Go to file and click on the save now, and you can get a copy by clicking on this save as a copy. I will explain, come into that later, but you can just for now save it. Right. Okay. So this is about just using 2 motion blocks with when you click this flag. Okay. So now I want to get, so I can change the direction like this as well. Right. So now I'm going to have for another event. Okay. So I hope that you all are ready to go for another interesting block. That is, now when the space bar is, when the space key is pressed. Okay, see here, when space key pressed, or when up arrow key is pressed, when down arrow key is pressed, or when the key B is pressed, or 8 is pressed, whatever you want, you can program it. So you're going to say, okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say, okay, when the space key is pressed, or up arrow key, you know where the up arrow key on the keyboard? Yes, right? So we'll click on the right. When up arrow key is pressed, I'm going to write, I'm going to go for motion and I'm going to say, okay, now. I want to turn. Okay. Turn to this side. So we'll get it as 90 degrees. Okay, now you can't see that I'm going to press the up arrow key, but if you're following me, you also can get this block and see whether it will work. Okay, so I'm going to click on the up arrow key. Now it worked, right? So I clicked on the up arrow key and it turned 90 degrees. So now I want you all to do this section. Try this. Try these 2 blocks and see whether it's working for you all. And maybe you don't have to do this, but try to get 2 different events with motion blocks. And if you can get them, please put it on the chat saying done. Okay, are you okay with this? Do you all need any help? Is it working or it's not working? Can you give some feedback? I don't know whether it's working, whether you all are working on this. Is it working for you? Yeah, I'm waiting for your feedback so that I can move to the next section. Next section, we are going to learn about something little complex than what we did now. So I need your feedback. Especially the ones who have not done Scratch before, please let me know whether you all were able to get those blocks working. Okay, so let's move to the next section, right? I will share my screen again. All right. Now I'm going to add another sprite here. You can type here and check as well. Okay. So now I'm going to make this dragon. So it's going to be smaller. It's too small, right? Okay. So let's start coding. Now you can see in the canvas, we have a new sprite. And on the place where we are going to code, we have this frog now, right? Okay, first we'll code for the dragon, right? So I'm going to get a new event. The event is when this sprite is clicked. Okay, when this sprite is clicked, okay, it will move. Let's put 50 steps. Okay, when this sprite is clicked, it will move 50 steps. And now I'm going to go for a new section. That is let's take sensing. Okay. Right. Sensing. When this sprite is clicked, sorry. Moves 50 steps, and when it touches the mouse point, sorry, not mouse pointer, I want to change it to frog. So now this dragon, when this sprite is clicked, it will move 50 steps, and it will, if it touches the frog, we want some action to happen. Okay, so that's what we are going to code now. So for that, what are the things that we can add? So we go for control, right? So I'm going to say if the dragon is touching the frog or something else, but this now I want it, the dragon, when the dragon touches the frog, I want some action to happen, right? Now, without this section, all these three other blocks are like working with sequence structures. In structured programming language, I mentioned that there are three special constructs, right? Sequence, selection, repetition. What we were discussing earlier, that this one, and this one. These are just sequence, carrying out one step at a time and step by step. That's it. But now what we are going to learn is a new one, that is a selection structure. Right. So I'm going to get this block. This is using the selection structure. If the dragon is touching the frog. So what should happen? Let's change the costume of the dragon to a different costume, right? First I need to check what is this, the name of this costume. Let me see, it's costume B. Now I want to change it to costume C. Okay. Okay. Right. So switch the costume to dragon C. Let's see whether this will work. So you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to click on this dragon and let's see whether it will move 50 steps. Oh, I think it's too small. Let's make it 100 steps. And if it touches the, actually when it touches the frog, the dragon's costume should change. Okay, let's see. I'm going to click on the dragon. Okay, did it work, students? Did you all notice the change? That the dragon's costume changed? Any feedback? Yes or no?
Yes, madam, we saw.
Okay, good. Right, so that's very simple, right? Let's do something else to see. So this is like, this is, as I mentioned, it's sensing. So if touching, if touching a color, if touching the edge means this, right? So many things are here, right? You can do this. Now I switch the costume to Dragon C and let's make a play sound. Magic. Did y'all hear a sound? So I put it as a magic spell sound. I get that sound, but y'all also can try it with your own computers and see whether you get that sound. Okay. So you can, so you can see this control block is where we put the selection structure, and whatever inside that are the processes that we need to carry out, whatever it is, right? You can add many things. So you can have sounds, you can have events, you can have, sorry, looks. So you can put, say hello for 5 seconds. Okay, students. Right, you can see different blocks, right? From here, you can select whatever the action you want to take, and the control structures, right? Let's say you don't want one thing. Now, let's say you don't want this sound to play. So how to remove it, right? Now you can stop working from here and then come to this place. Let's say you don't want only the play sound part, take it out. And then where are we going to put it? Just drag it to the left side and leave it. It will vanish. Okay. So you don't have to worry about it. Now, in this program, you can see when I click on this flag, it will move 120 steps and turn 90 degrees, right? Again, if this sprite is clicked, it will move to this side, right? Whatever that facing 90 degrees, right? So it will move and then carry out this process. So according to what you want, you can write your program. Okay. Right. Now, how to save your project? So you can get file, save now, right? Then your project will be saved as untitled, but you want to give a name, right? So I'm going to give a name like this. So now the project, my project name is practice session 2. I'm going to save it, save as a copy as well. Get a copy of this. Right. Now, and go to BSc Teacher 1, that's my profile, and I go for my stuff. And so these are all the projects that I have worked on, right? So I can open this. And this is the project that I created. So when I click on this, so it's a project, it's there. I haven't come up with the game or a story, so it's just leave like this. But if I want to see inside, I can click on this and I will see all the blocks that I used to create. Okay. So students, do you all have any specific questions that you want to ask me right now? No? No questions? Everything is clear? Okay, students, so what you can do is, we can have another sprite here. I'll add another sprite. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. So one student is asking about the third third structure. I think I also missed that section. So it is repeating, right? So we can have repeat. We can repeat something. A repetition. Repetition structure is the third one. First one is sequence, then selection, then repetition. So what about this repeat, right? Okay, so I will do this repeat one, right? So let's say I want to repeat something for 10 times. Let's build this block. When the flag is clicked, repeat 10. What should switch the costume to? So what is the costume now? It's butterfly B. I want it to change it to butterfly A. Okay. So when this is clicked, can you see? So why this dragon is coming up now? Because for the dragon, these 3 blocks are already prepared. Okay. See, so I put as change to switch the costume to butterfly to it, right? But so it already changed now. But let's say you want to change the costume once and then again for another time, and I want him to change it for 10 times. Then I can get like this next costume. Let's see what will happen. Can you see it's changing? Students, if you observe properly, you should. And let's change the backdrop as well. Did y'all see? It's like happening now. I have written here, just get the next costume or next backdrop. But it happens like 10 times, right? Let's make it 5. Okay, students, let's take all these things and let's ask it to say hello for 2 seconds, okay? So, okay, forget about the repeat section. When the button is clicked, when this flag is clicked, okay, I want this butterfly to say hello. Okay, said hello. Okay, it's only said hello for 2 seconds and that hello message disappeared, right? But let's say I want it to repeat 5 times. Let's see what will happen now. So for how many seconds it's going to stay? 2 into 5, 10 seconds, right? So you want to repeat something, right? For the repetition purpose, you can use the repeat. And how many times you want it to occur, whatever that you can put it here inside this, okay? And the event is, of course, you have to put it here. Okay. Okay, students, I hope that I gave the answer for you about the coding type. This actually, we don't call this coding types, we call this structured the concepts, right? So sequence, selection, repetition. Okay. Right. Miss Ahali. Ahali.
Yes, Rukshima. Yes.
Yeah, Ahali.
Yes.
So some students, they want to know about how to submit the project to the LMS. Would it be possible for you to explain that?
Yes. Shall I share the screen?
Yes, please.
Give me a second. I'll check and share the screen.
Sure. So in the meantime, students, do you all have anything to discuss? I actually recommend you all to check the video that is already available on the LMS. I did that on 30th October. So please check that and try to build a small project like that. So it will help you for the tasks you are asked to do. But today I think we were able to cover all the areas that you are supposed to know this time, right? About the sprites, objects, sizes, directions, positions, backdrops, then the costumes of sprites, then use of these blocks, move, events, and how to combine 2-3 blocks together. And how to save a project. Okay. So Ms. Ahale will show you how to save this. In the meantime, I'll try to see whether I can do 1, 2, 3 more. Okay.
Okay, shall I share the screen?
Yes, sure.
Okay. I'm not a co-host because I got disconnected and joined back. Is there any possibility for you to make me more host?
I don't think so. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. Actually, students, you have to go to LMS. I think all of you have got access to LMS by now? Students?
Yes, madam. We have.
Okay, then you can, I will tell, you can go to dashboard and you can select the page, support program for computer programming and information technology. Like at the beginning, Dr. Nalin was showing the same page. So when you scroll down, you can see introduction to, you can see CS50's introduction to programming with Scratch. Can you see? In the LMS, the second topic, introduction to programming with Scratch. At least one student can answer whether you can see.
Yes, I think Ahale, there's Ravindu has indicated yes.
Okay, okay, right. There, under that you have links, because Dr. Nalin has put a link there. You can like after you have completed all your 9 projects, you can put all the like links to that particular place. That's how he mentioned, right? And also there is a link for the Scratch demonstration and the Scratch course link for edX course, like how to register for edX course on Scratch and how to submit projects for CS50's introduction to programming with Scratch. Everything is there. All the links for the video clips is there. So first you have to watch all those things, then started doing your Scratch programs, then you can upload it. And even the single Tamil version is also there for you to watch. So that's enough. Okay.
Yes,
Ashima,
Ahali.
done?
Yes, thank you, Ahali. Students, so you can go to the LMS and see all those help given. All right, there are so many links available. Check those things, right? And submit your work. Okay, Ahali.
Yes.
Yeah, do you think we can wind up today?
Yes, that's enough, right?
Yes. So please, I recommend you all to watch the recorded video, right? That's uploaded on the LMS. Then you can do your project. Then good luck, students. Thank you for attending this session. If you have special questions, you may raise them now, or else we can wind up the session. Thank you. Thank you, Ahali.
Okay, thank you, Ashima. Good night.
Good night. Good night, students.